Okay, understand. So now everything they declared. Now how we are going to carrying out drone survey. So that's we are going to see it. So what they are saying, standard operating procedure for carrying out drone survey and submission of digital images to Indian Bureau of Mines. See Sub-Rule 1 and 5 of Rule 34A of Mineral Conservation and Development Rules 2017. So the first one is drone agency registration and permissions. So registration with IBM is not required for taking up the drone survey in mining area. Drone agencies to undertake mine surveys shall adhere to all the rules, regulations, or guidelines, etc. notified by Director General of Civil Aviation, hereafter referred as DGCA, from time to time. Drone survey must be conducted as per rule prescribed by the Ministry of Civil Aviation. The survey may also be carried out by lease themselves by following all the applicable rules and guidelines mentioned above. Prior to flying of drone, the lease shall check the airspace map published by DGCA in the given link or published by DGCA from time to time, and shall obtain necessary DGCA permission prior to flying in red and yellow zones. Okay. So choosing that drone services, we need to check it out in the DGCA platform. Drone specification, the second one. Drone used for the survey should be DGCA approved and should possess mandatory safety features as notified by DGCA from time to time. Okay. So any mines operator, they should understand first the service provider having a DGCA certified UI number or not. So sensor camera specification. The camera used in the drone should be of minimum 20 megapixel. So the drone having some specification, with that specified drone only we need to use it. So what they are telling, drone should be of minimum 20 megapixel or above resolution RGB camera with capacity to capture high quality undistorted pictures. Camera should have the resolution to capture the images less than 5 cm ground sampling distance, that is GSD, or 5 cm per pixel. Okay. Drone flying path and flying height. In order to ensure the generation of a height model photogrammetrically, example digital surface or digital terrain model, images should be acquired with proper overlap. So the drone survey should be planned in such a way that the forward front overlap. So front overlap should be minimum 80% and lateral side overlap should be minimum 70%. The flying height of the drone should be as per DGCA prescribed limited. However, the resolution of the drone image should be very high, that is up to 5 cm GSD or 5 cm per pixel or better. Camera angle north direction should be vertically downwards, that is means 90-degree angle, which carrying out survey. So survey area. The survey should cover the entire mining lease area, capturing all mining allied activities and 100 meters beyond periphery of the mine lease boundary to monitor the environment impact and ascertaining any excavation terrain. The flight path plan and the numbers of flight taken to cover the entire area shall be provided to IBM along with the output data. For lease having common mine boundary, the survey may be limited up to the lease boundary for the sites where the lease shares common boundary with another lease. Okay. So now it is very important topic for the survey aspect. Ground control point, GCP, for survey drone. So before undertaking drone survey, the following points to be taken care of while establishing GCPs. So what they are saying, each mine must establish at least 5 GCPs per square kilometer of lease area or part thereof with calibrated certificate DGPS instrument. Example, if the lease area is 478 hectare, minimum GCP required is 24 numbers, including 3 permanent GCPs. If the area is less than 1 square kilometer, the minimum GCP required shall be 4 numbers. So the minimum they require 4 numbers, but some software is require at least 5 GCPs. So that is not okay. The GCP should be well distributed within the lease area. All GCP must be easily visible in the images obtained from drone survey. The dimension of GCP established should be minimum 50 cm by 50 cm. Okay. At least 3 permanent GCPs shall be placed at undisturbed location within the lease area and has to be covered in the subsequent surveys to cross-check the error in change detection and other analysis. The error of GCP should be less than 5 cm. Okay, this is very important. The lease boundary pillar should not be considered as permanent ground control point. Okay, the lease boundary pillars should not be considered as a permanent ground pillar. Okay, permanent ground control point. The part of lease area if covered with thick concave where establishing GCPs are not possible, the number of GCPs required may be proportionately reduced and well distributed in the remaining lease area. Example, if the lease area of 200 hectare is covered with thick canopy about of 478 hectare, then 14 GCP including 3 permanent GCPs are required to be establishing in the remaining 278 hectare area. Okay. So drone survey time. In order to maintain consistency in equal quality of images, it is recommended to carry out the drone survey in better light condition when the sun is overhead to minimize the shadows in photographs, and it is also suggested to avoid partially cloudy days and high winds. Okay, so these are all normal. The coordinate reference system. So which coordinate? Okay, this is the coordinate reference system to be used for acquiring the drone survey images will be geographical coordinate system, that is GCS, with WGS84 datum and decimal degree, degree millisecond as units. The orthomosaic shall be submitted in the universal transmitter Mercator with WGS84 datum and units as meter. The GCP surveys data and boundary pillar coordinate data shall be submitted in latitude and longitude and also in UTM format in WGS84 datum. The precision of the data submitted in GCS with WGS84 datum should be in the format as degree minute second. So preservation of raw and processed data. As per Rule 34A of MCDR 2017, lease shall submit processed output images obtained from drone survey to IBM. The lease shall keep the raw and processed data of each survey in safe custody with them for a minimum period of 5 years and it at any stage. The raw and processed data are required by IBM for verification purpose, then the same will be made available to the IBM. So this is raw data we don't want to submit. We need to keep it ourselves only, but any doubt there will be asked. So this is what the data acquisition procedures. Now we are going to see the data output and formats. So that is we will be see in the second part. Thank you.